Hi everyone, welcome back to Disha in the classes. Today we are going to study the topic of statistics. In this video we will be covering the total topic of statistics. So statistics carries about 10 to 12 marks in our examination and we are going to study it from the basic level to an complex level. Okay, so we are going to cover it from the introductory part, then we'll be moving on to the methods of calculation, then we'll be seeing the OG graphs. So first of all, what do you mean by statistics? Statistics is the study of data. We will be studying the data with the help of different types of methods. So in our syllabus, we have three methods, that is mean, median and mode. So what do you mean by mean? Mean is the sum of values divided by total number of values. Mean means average. Average of the observations is also known as mean. So in mean, we have three methods to calculate it: direct method, assumed mean method and step deviation method. So we'll be looking into it in the further video. So we'll be moving on to next, median. What is median? Median is the middlemost value. Median is the middlemost value. Then we'll be moving on to the mode, that is the observation which has repeated itself the most number of times. It is known as mode. So we'll be looking briefly into these topics. So now first let us cover the mean. So now we are going to study about mean. So mean or average is the sum of all values divided by total number of values. So mean formula is that is sum of observations divided by number of observations. So now let us take an example and understanding it at a better level. So we have here observations as 88, 82, 75, 90 and 73. So now what we have to do as per the formula, total sum of observations divided by number of observations. So here we have the observations 88 plus 82 plus 75 plus 90 plus 73. Sum of observations divided by number of observations, that is 5. So it will be 408 divided by 5. If we calculate it, we get the mean as 81.6. So what is mean? Mean is sum of observations divided by number of observations. It is the most simplest question of a mean of an ungrouped data. So we will be looking into the group data as well. So here we have the marks obtained by 90 students of class 10 are given below in table. Find the mean marks of the students. So these all are the previous year questions that have been in the previous examinations of TS SSC. So we'll be taking them and practicing them as a revision part. So here we have marks obtained as 10, 20, 36 and 40. And number of students are given as in the frequency form, that is 10, 10, 30 and 40, right? So what we do is, what is the formula for direct method? That is mean equals to summation of xi fi divided by summation of fi. So summation of xi fi is the summation of marks obtained into the summation of number of students, right? Xi into frequency. So we get, so here we multiply 10 into 10, that will be equals to 100. Then we have 20 into 10, that will be equals to 200. Then we have 36 into 30, we will get 1080. We have 46 into 40, we get 1840. So we will be adding this all and we'll be getting the sum as summation of xi fi, that will be equals to 3220. So in the formula we will be substituting the value of summation of xi fi as 3220 divided by summation of frequencies. We will be adding all the frequencies and the total we will be substituting here. So now if we divide 3220 divided by 90, we get it as 35.77. So this direct method should be used when we have ungrouped frequencies. There is no group here, they are only single form, 10, 20, 36 and 40. There is no distribution between them, they are directly given. Then we can use the direct method. Okay, so now we'll be looking at the mean of grouped data. So we have earlier looked at the ungrouped data, which have direct frequencies and the and the marks obtained or xi given. So here we will be looking in the group data, that is daily wages of 50 workers of a factory are given below. Now we should find the mean wage of each worker. So it is the question of 2017 paper. So here we have daily wages of 200 to 250, 250 to 300, 300 to 350, 350 to 400, 400 to 500. And here we have the number of workers, that is frequency 12, 14, 8, 6 and 10. So now we have to find the mid values for the observations given. So what is mid value? Mid value is the average of the lower limit and the upper limit. Mid value is the average of the lower limit and the upper limit. So how do we do it? Lower limit is 200 here. So we take 200, then we add 250 to it, then we divide it by 2. 200 plus 250 divided by 2. So 200 plus 250 would be 450, then we divide it by 2. So we get 225. So for the next observations, we do the same again. 250 and 300. Lower limit is 250, upper limit is 300. So what do? We take 250 plus 300 divided by 2. So it would become 550 by 2. That will be equals to 275. So here we have the height. Height means the difference between the lower limit and the upper limit. So height will be represented by h. Height will be represented by h. So here we have height as 50, right? Height as 50, and you can see the difference between the mid values is 225 and 275. It is 50 only. So here you can assume that the difference between the next mid value will also be of 50. So if you want to do for every observations, every set of observations you can do, but in my presumption you can take directly 225 plus 50 would be 275, then you add 50 to it, you will get 325. If you add again 50 to it, you will get 375, then again 425. If you have in doubt, you can do the same method by adding the lower limit and upper limit, then dividing it by 2. So now then we will be multiplying the mid values with the frequencies. So 12 is the frequency and the mid value is 225. So 12 into 225 would be 2700. Then will be 14 into 3850, right? Mid frequency into mid value will be getting us the xi fi. So 8 into 325 will be 2600. Then we'll be multiplying 6 into 375, that will give us 2250. Then 10 into 4250 is 425 into 10 equals to 4250. Then we'll be adding all the xi fi, that is 2700, 3850, 2600, 2250 and 4250. Then we'll be getting the summation of xi fi, that will be equals to 15,650. So 15,650 divided by the sum of frequencies. The sum of frequencies, that is 50. Summation of frequency would be 50. So 15650 divided by 50 would get us 313. So the mean daily wage of a worker is 313 rupees, right? The next method of calculating mean is assumed mean method. So in assumed mean method, we have the formula as mean equals to a plus summation of fi di by summation of fi. So here the di would be xi minus a. Here a is the assumed mean. Okay. So now let us take an example and understand it in a better way. So we have monthly consumption of electricity of households. So we have monthly consumption of 50 to 70, 70 to 90, 90 to 110, 110 to 130, and we in the last we have 170 to 190. So here the frequency is given as, so the frequency of the consumers is given as in 50 to 70 we have 10, 70 to 90 we have 12, 90 to 110 we have 15, so up to 9, and the total of frequencies would be 100. So now we have to calculate the xi here. Xi, that is the mid value of the observations, right? So how we'd be calculating the mid value? 50 plus 70 divided by 2. Lower limit of the observation and upper limit divided by 2. So 50 plus 70 divided by 2, we would be getting 120 divided by 2, that would be equals to 60. Then we have 70 plus 90. 70 plus 90 would be equals to 160, and 160 divided by 2 you would be getting 80. And next we have 90 and 110. 90 plus 110 would be 200, and 200 divided by 2 would get us 100. So in the same way, in 110 to 130 we would be getting 120 as mid value. In 130 to 150 we would be getting as 140. 150 to 170 will give us 160, and 170 to 190 would be the 180 as the mid value. So now we have to calculate the DI. So what is DI? Xi minus A, mid value minus A is the DI. So now what is A here? A is the assumed mean. From the Xi or the mid values we have got, we will assume a mid value. We will assume a mean of it. So that would be, we will be assuming here 120 as the assumed mean here. So now what we'll be doing, Xi minus A. So Xi mid value minus A. So don't ever take it as we won't be getting in the negative values in this. We will be getting the negative values as well as positive values. So always divide the mid value. So always subtract the mid value from the assumed mean. So 60 minus 120 will give us minus 60. 80 minus 120 would give us minus 40. 100 minus 120 would give us minus 20. And 120 minus 120 would give us 0. 140 minus 120 will give us 20. 160 minus 120 will get us 40. And 180 minus 120 will give us 60. So there's a difference of 20 between the observations, you can see here. So we can do it directly also. So minus 60 minus 40 minus 20, 0, then 20, addition of again 20 will give us 40. Then again addition of 20 will give us 60. So without wasting the time in the examination, you can do it directly. So next we have Fi Di. So we'll be multiplying the frequencies with the Di. Okay. So 10 into minus 60 will give us minus 600. 12 into minus 40 will give us minus 480. 15 into minus 20 will give us minus 300. So 23 into 0 will give us 0. 17 into 20 will give us 340, positive 340. 14 into 40 will give us 560. 9 into 60 will give us 540. So the addition of negative values and the addition of positive values will be minus 1380 and 1440. So then we will be adding this both the values, we will be getting it as 60. So the summation of Xi Di is 60. So we will be substituting that in the formula we have here. So assumed mean, what we have taken assumed mean 120 plus summation of Fi Di, what it is 60. So we have substituted 60 here. What is the summation of frequencies? It is 100. So 120 plus 60 divided by 100. So 60 divided by 100, it is 0.6. So 120 plus 0.6 equals to 120.6. So this is the mean in the assumed mean method for the following problem, that is the monthly consumption. So the monthly consumption of electricity per household is 120.6 units. So another problem in the same assumed mean method. So we have the daily expenditure of 25 households, that is 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 200 to 250, 250 to 300 and 300 to 350 with the frequencies given, and we are asked to calculate the mean in the assumed mean method. So we have the frequencies 4, 5, 12, 2 and 2. And now what we are going to do is first find the mid values for the given observations. So what we'll be doing, 100 plus 150 divided by 2. Lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. It would get us 125. Then we have 150 and 200. So 150 plus 200 divided by 2. That will give us 175. Then we will be adding 200 plus 250. Then we will be dividing it by 2. That will give us 225. So here you can see we have a difference of 50 between the mid values, because the height difference between the two observations is 50. So 100 and 150 we have difference 50. The height between the observations is 50. So here we can assume that the difference between the mid values will also be of 50. So 125 plus 50 would give us 175, plus 50 would give us 225, plus 50 would give us 275, plus 50 will give us 325. So if you want to re-verify it, you can add the lower limit plus upper limit divided by 2. You will get the same answer. So next we have to calculate the DI. So how we will get that? Mid value minus assumed mean. So now we have to assume the mean. So in the assumption of mean, you can take the middlemost value of the mid values. So here we have left 2, here we have left 2, here we have taken this 225 as the assumed mean. You can take any value or any observations as the assumed mean, but it is preferable to take the middlemost mid value as the assumed mean. So here we have di equals to xi minus a. So now here we have 125 mean deviation method or step deviation method. So now till now we have learned the direct method and the assumed mean method. So now we are going to look at the mean deviation method. So that is x equals to a plus summation of fi ui divided by summation of fi into h. So here it should be a bracket. So summation of fi ui divided by summation of fi into h. So what is ui? Ui is xi minus a divided by h. Xi is the mid value minus assumed mean divided by height of the observations or class intervals. Xi minus a divided by h. So here we have the following table, that is marks, number of students is given, then we will calculate the mid values, then we'll calculate the ui, then we will have xi ui. So now in the class intervals we have the lower limit as 0 and the upper limit as 10. So mid value will be 0 plus 10 divided by 2. So 10 divided by 2 will be 5. So in the next class interval we have 10 plus 20. So 10 plus 20 divided by 2, it would get us 30 divided by 2 equals to 15. Next we have 20 plus 30. So it would be 50. 50 divided by 2 will get us 25. So in the same way we will get 35 and 45. So now in the u high we have xi minus a, mid value minus assumed mean divided by h, that is the height of the class interval. So here the height is the difference between the upper limit and the lower limit. Here it is 10, right? So 5 minus 25 divided by 10. So 5 minus 25 would be equals to minus 20 divided by 10, that equals to minus 2. 15 minus 25 divided by 10, that will be equals to minus 10 divided by 10. We will get it as minus 1. So here we have 25. So assumed mean also is 25. So 25 minus 25 will get us 0, right? So here we have 35. 35 minus 25 will get us 10, and 10 divided by 10 will get us 1. So here you can see a pattern forming, that is minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1. So next will be 2. So if you don't have time in the examination, you can write it as directly also. So next we have xi ui. So xi is 5 and ui is minus 2. So 5 into minus 2 will get us minus 10. So 15 into minus 1 minus 15. So 25 into 0, anything into 0 will always be equals to 0. 35 into 1 will give us 35, and 45 into 2 will give us 90. So the total summation of xi ui is 110, and the total summation of fi is frequencies is 140. So now we got all the values that are required in the formula. So a is assumed means 25 and fi ui is 110 and summation of frequencies is 140 and the height of the class intervals is 10. So 25 plus 110 divided by 140 will give us 0.7857, and if we multiply it by 10 we will get it as 7.857. Okay, 110 divided by 140 is 0.7857. Then we multiply it 10, we get it 7.857. Then now we are adding 25 plus 7.857. You will get 32.85. Right? So this is the way we calculate the mean in the mean deviation method or step deviation method. Moving on to the next topic, we have mode. So mode formula for the group data is L plus f1 minus f4 by 2f1 minus f4 minus f2 into h. So this question itself comes, this formula itself comes for 4 marks in the examination. So now we have to define the terms of the formula. So what is L? L is the lower limit of the model class. What is F1? F1 is the frequency of the model class. What is F0? Or F0 or F0 you can say. So frequency of the preceding model class. Preceding means previous. F2. F2 is frequency of succeeding model class, means next model class, the frequency next to the model class. H is always as size of the class, size or height of the class you can say. So this formula is very important. It would come for 4 marks in the examination. It has been given previously and it is expected always. So mode equals to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So next we'll be seeing the problems based on this. So here we have been asked to find the mode for the following data. So the Kranz intervals are given as 1000, 1500, 1500 to 2000, 2000 to 2500 and up to 5000, and the frequencies are given as. So now what is mode? Mode is L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So now here the most important task is to find the model class. So what is mode? Mode is the observations which is most repeated in the given set of observations. So here the frequency of observations is given and the most repeated one is 40. So this 40 becomes our model class. This whole will become our model class. So here in the model class we have L. What is L? L is the lower limit of the model class, that is 1500, right? What is F1? F1 is the frequency of the model class. This is the model class and the frequency is 40. What is F0? F0 is the preceding frequency to the model class. So the previous frequency to 40, it is 24. So we have here taken it as 24. Now what is F2? F2 is the succeeding frequency. Succeeding means next frequency to the model class. It is 33. So here we have taken it as 33. And what is height or the length of the class interval? It is 500. 1500 minus 1000, it will give us 500. So if we substitute all the values, we get it as 1500 plus F1 is 40, F0 is 24, and 2F1. F1 is 40 and F0 is 24 and F2 is 32. Once again, what is L? L is the lower limit of the model class. What is F1? F1 is the frequency of the model class. F0 is the frequency, preceding frequency to the model class, that is 24. Preceding means previous. F2 means succeeding frequency, that is next frequency to the model class. So here if we substitute and H is the height of the class interval, that is 500. If we substitute everything, we get it as 1500 plus 40 minus 24, it will give us 16. And 2 into 40 will give us 80, and minus 24 minus 33. If we add both, we will get 57, and here as we have minus sign, we will keep it as minus sign itself, and into 500 as it is. So next we have 1500 plus 16. 80 minus 57 will give us 23, and into 500. So equals to 1500 plus 16 by 23 into 500 will give us 347 plus 0.826. 347.826. And if we add this both, we will get the mode as 1847.86. So here you can observe that 1847.86 lies between 1500 to 2000, and the most repeated value is also 40. So it lies between our model class. So this is the mode. Okay. So next problem, to find the mode of the income of the families in a locality. So we have been given the observations as 1 to 200, 201 to 400, 401 to 600, 601 to 800, and 801 to 1000. So these are the inclusive observations. Okay. And the frequencies are given as 7, 10, 16, 20 and 3. So for the inclusive observations, we have to find the midpoints of these observations, that is adjustive class intervals. So what we will be doing it as upper limit of the class interval, upper limit of the class interval, that is 200, and the lower limit of the next class interval, that is 201. and we will be dividing by 2. So 200 plus 201 divided by 2. It will be 401 divided by 2. That will be equals to 200 plus 0.5. So now the adjusted class interval would be 0.5 to 200.5. So from where this 0.5 came? So here in the upper limit we are adding 0.5 in the every upper limit of the class interval, plus 0.5 plus 0.5. So in the same way in the lower limit we are subtracting it by 0.5 minus 0.5 minus 0.5. So in the same way we subtract here minus 0.5. 1 minus 0.5 will give us 0.5. 200 plus 0.5 will give us 200.5. So this is the way we are finding the adjusted class intervals for the inclusive class intervals. Okay. So next, here we have the model. To find the model class, we will be looking at the frequencies. So the most it is 16. So this would become our model class, that is 400.5 to 600.5. So substituting it in the formula, that is L. What is L? Lower limit of the model class, that is 400.5. F1 is the frequency of the model class, that is 16. F0 is the preceding frequency to the model class, that is 10, right? And F1 is the succeeding frequency to the model class, that is 12, and we have H as 200. So now the H should be taken off this frequency class intervals or this class intervals. It is, you have to always take the adjustive class intervals because the height would remain the same. If you subtract 200.5 minus 0.5, you will get 200 itself. Okay. So always take the height of adjustive class intervals. So height will be equals to 200. So now 400.5 plus 16 minus 10 would be equals to 6. So 2 into 16 would be 32, minus 10 and minus 12 would be added and it will be minus 22. Minus 10 plus 12 will be 22 and we have minus and then we'll keep it as minus only. So next 32 minus 22 will give us 10, right? So 400.5 plus 6 divided by 10 into 200. So 6 by 10 into 200. So here we have 1 0 cancelled, 1 0 cancelled. 6 into 20 will give us 120. So 400.5 plus 120 will give us 520.5. So here you can observe that the mode, it is lying in the model class itself, 400.5 to 600.5. So 520.5 lies between 400.5 to 600.5. So the mode of the income of families is 520.5. Now we'll be looking at median. So what is median? Median is the middlemost value. Middlemost value. So in median we have L plus, so this is the formula for the grouped frequencies or the group data, that is L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. So to define the formula, we'll get the 4 marks in the examination. We'll be getting the direct question to define the formula for mean for the ungrouped data. So here we'll be defining it as L. What is L? Lower limit of the median class. In the mode we have model class, here we will be having median class. So n is number of observations. CF is cumulative frequency of preceding class. We'll be looking at finding the cumulative frequencies of the frequencies. And what is F? F is the frequency of median class. And H is always class size or class height. So now we'll be looking at the problems of median. So going into the problems, we'll be looking at the shortest problems ones. These are the easiest ones. So find the median for the following observations: 4, 6, 8, 9, 2, 3 and 5. So always remember, you should maintain the order of the observations. You should convert them into ascending order or descending order. So we have categorized them into the ascending order. Here we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 and 9. So what is the formula for median? N plus 1 by 2. So what is n? Total number of observations. So total number of observations we have as 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7. For the odd, the formula is n plus 1 divided by 2. So 7 plus 1 divided by 2, that is 8 by 2. So what is the median is fourth term. Fourth term of the observations is the median. So the middlemost value would be fourth term from this side or this side. You can take from any side. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 5. From here also 1, 2, 3, 4. That will be 5. So the median of the observations will become 5. So next question, here we have to find the median of 2 by 3, 4 by 5, 1 by 2, 3 by 4 and 6 by 5. So now to categorize them, to reshuffle them into ascending order, we have two methods for it. First one is divide them. 2 divided by 3 will give us 0.6, 4 divided by 5 will give us 0.8, 1 divided by 2 will give us 0.5, 3 divided by 4 will give us 0.75, 6 divided by 5 will give us 1.2. So here now we can know which value is greater, which one is lower, and we can ascend them in the order. So now 0.5 is the smallest one, then we come 0.6, then 0.75, then 0.8, then 1.2. So here the total number of observations are 5, which is the odd number. So the median would be n plus 1 by 2. So n is the total number of observations, that is 5. 5 plus 1 divided by 2. So 6 divided by 2 will be third term. So what is the third term here? 0.75 is the third term. So median would become 0.75. Okay, the median would become 0.75. So in the second method we have 2 by 3, same observations we are taking. 2 by 3, 4 by 5, 1 by 2, 3 by 4 and 6 by 5. So what we are doing is finding the LCM of the denominators 2, 3, 4, 5. So here we'll be dividing by 2. So these 2 get cancelled because if we get 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. Then again we take it as 2. Here 1 will be as it is, 3 will be as it is, and 2 ones are 2 and 2, 5 will be as it is. Then we'll be taking 3 table. Here 3 get cancelled. We get 5. Then 5 gets cancelled here. So we'll get 1 in all the factors. So now we'll be finding the LCM by multiplying all this. 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. We'll be getting it as 60. So the LCM is 60. So now we have to equate the denominators of all as 60. So how will we be doing it? We'll be multiplying the denominators to get 60. So 3 into 20 would get us 60. So the number which are multiplying in denominator will be multiplying it numerator also. So 20 into 20. Here 5 12 is 60. So we'll be multiplying 12 in the numerator also. 2 into 30 would get us 60. So we'll be multiplying 30 into numerator also. 4 into 15 will get us 60. So we'll be multiplying 15 into numerator also. 5 into 12 would get us 60. So the 12 is multiplied in the numerator too. So we will be getting observations as 40 by 60, 48 by 60, 30 by 60, 45 by 60 and 72 by 60. So now all the denominators are equal. We can compare the numerators. So 30, 40, 45 and 48 and 75. After this is not 75, it is 72. After we are arranging in the ascending order, we get these observations. So now median. What is median? N plus 1 by 2. So 5 plus 1 by 2 will get us 6 by 2. That is third term. So what is the third term? 45 is the third term. So 45 by 60, that will be equals to 3 by 4 or equals to 0.75. So the median here we got is 0.75 and here also we got it as 0.75. So different methods but same answer. So next questions we have to find the median of first 7 composite numbers. First 7 composite numbers. So what do you mean by composite number? The composite number, it is a number which have more than 2 factors. So first 7 composite numbers are 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 and 14. So first 6 composite numbers are 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12 and 14. So now we have median as n plus 1 divided by 2. So n is the total number of observations, that is 7. 7 plus 1 divided by 2 will get us 8 by 2. That will be equals to fourth term. So fourth term in this observations is 9. So median equals to 9. So in the next question, we have to find the median of the observations -2, 5, 3, -1, 4, 6 is 3.5. The median is given already. We have to find it is correct, is it correct or not. We have to justify it. So now first we will be reordering the observations in the ascending order, that is -2, -1, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So the median for even numbers is n by 2 term plus n by 2 plus 1 term divided by 2. So what is n here? N equals to 6, right? N equals to 6. So 6 by 2 term and plus 6 by 2 plus 1 term, 6 by 2 plus 1 term, that is the fourth term. Third term plus fourth term divided by 2. Third term plus fourth term divided by 2. That will be equals to, what is the third term here? 3. What is the fourth term? 4. So 3 plus 4 divided by 2. That will be equals to 7 by 2. And we get it as 3.5 as median. So it is given is 3.5. So it is correct. So now we'll be looking at the problems of ungrouped data. So here we have the median of 60 observations is given for us, and the cumulative frequencies is missing. So now we have to find the values of x and y. So the class intervals are given as 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. And the frequencies are given as 5, x, 20, 15, y. Here and x and y are missing. So what is cumulative frequency? So here we have 5. So next we will be adding to it x, right? Next frequency is getting added, 5 plus x. Then 20 is getting added to 5 plus x, that will be 25 plus x. Then 25 plus x plus 15 will give us 40 plus x. Then 40 plus x plus y will give us x plus y plus 40. X plus y plus 40 plus 5 will give us x plus y plus 45. Okay. So now here we have the frequencies, right? The total of frequencies is given as 60 observations, right? So 60. So x plus y plus 45 will be equal to 60, as n is equals to 60. So x plus y plus 45 equals to 60. X plus 5 equals to this 45 comes to the RHS and it will become minus 45. X plus y equals to 60 minus 45. And x plus y will become 15. So this is the first equation. We will be using it to solve the problem in the later stage. So now we have the median formula as L plus n by 2 minus CF by F into H. So as median is given already, that is 28.5. It is given already as 28.5. So now we have to consider the values as L. What is L? Lower limit of the median class. What is median class here? As n is 60 and n divided by 2 would be equals to 30, right? So 30 would be falling in this median class itself, 25 plus x, right? So now n by 2 equals to 30, and the cumulative frequency, that is the frequency of previous of median class, cumulative frequency of preceding median class, that is 5 plus x, right? 5 plus x, and the frequency of the median class is 25 plus x, and h is 10. So now if we substitute these all values in the formula, we get it as 28.5 because median is 28.5. Then L is 20 plus n by 2 is 30 minus what is 5 plus x? 5 plus x is the preceding frequency of the median class. Median class, this is the previous one, previous frequency. So we are taking it as 5 plus x divided by f. What is f? 25 plus x into what is h? H is 10. So 28.5 equals to 20 plus 30. This minus multiplies with 5 and minus multiplies with plus x. So minus 5 and minus x by 25 plus x into 10. So 28.5 equals to 20 plus, here 30 minus 5 will become 25 and minus x will remain the same, by divided by 25 plus x into 10. So here if we send this 20 to the LHS, it will become minus 20. 28.5 minus 20 equals to 25 minus x divided by 25 plus x into 10. So here 28.5 minus 20 will give us 8.5. That will be equals to 25 minus x divided by 25 plus x into 10. So now we'll be cross multiplying this 25 into x, 25 plus x into 8.5. So yeah, 8.5 into 25 plus x equals to 25 minus x into 10. So next we'll be getting it as 8.5 into 25 will give us 212.5, and 8.5 into x will give us 8.5x, and 10 into 25 will give us 250, and 10 into minus x will give us minus 10x. So always we have to keep the x value as positive. So we'll be sending this minus 10x to the LHS, and we'll be bringing this 212.5 to the RHS. Okay. So 8.5 plus 10x equals to 250 minus 212.5. So 18.5x equals to 37.5. So 10x plus 8.5x will be 18.5x. 250 minus 212.5 will give us 37.5. So now x equals to this 18.5 will come to the denominator. 37.5 divided by 18.5, that will give us 2.02. So we got the x value as 2.02. Now we'll be substituting this 2.02 in the equation 1. So 2.02 plus y equals to 15. So y equals to 15 minus 2.02, as this 2.02 will be coming to RHS. So y equals to 12.98. So x equals to 2.02, y equals to 12.98. Okay. So now here we have a problem to find the medium. So we have been given class intervals 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50. And the frequencies are given 6, 10, 12, 8, 8. And now we have to find the cumulative frequencies for the given class intervals. So how we are going to find the cumulative frequencies? So first the frequency would be same for the first class interval. Then what we'll be doing, this 6 we'll be adding to the next frequency. This cumulative frequency will be adding to the next frequency, that will be 6 plus 10 equals to 16. Then we'll be adding this 16 to 12. So 16 plus 12 equals to 28. Then we'll be adding this 28 to 8. So 28 plus 8 equals to 36. So 36 plus 8 equals to 44, right? So the total number of observations we have are 44. So n by 2, what is n by 2? 44 divided by 2 equals to 22. So now we have to find where this 22 lies. So always remember this 22 would lie in the 28 one, because you have to take the observations greater than n by 2. So the cumulative frequency greater than 22 is 28. So not 16, it is 28. So now the median class would be 20 to 30, and the frequency would be 28, and the preceding frequency would be 16, and the succeeding would be 36. So in the formula what we have, median equals to L. L is lower limit of the median class. N by 2. N by 2, that is we have n equals to 44. 44 divided by 2 equals to 22. And we have cumulative frequency, that is 16, and we have frequency of the median class, that is 28. So not the succeeding is not required in the median, it is required in the mode. So we have height here. What is height? Height is 10. 30 minus 20 equals to 10. So substituting the values in the formula, we get 20 plus 22 minus 16 divided by 28 into 10. L is 20, n by 2 is 22, CF is 16, and frequency is 28, and height is 10. So 22 minus 16 will be 6, divided by 28 as it is, into 10. So 20 plus 6 divided by 28 will be 0.214. Then we'll be multiplying it with 10. So 20 plus 2.14 will give us 22.14. This median is lying between in the median class itself, that is 20 to 30. So the median for the following data is 22.14. So next we'll be looking at ogive. So what is ogive? It is written as ogive, but it is pronounced as ogive. So it is the frequency distribution graph of a series. There are two methods for ogive curves, that is less than and greater than cumulative frequencies. So what are the uses of ogive graph? It is used to find the cumulative frequencies of the median. It is used to find the median of the cumulative frequencies, and how it is found when both the less than curve and the greater than curve both intersect at a given point. That point is known as median. So now we'll be looking at the problems of the ogive curves. So now the question is, draw less than ogive curve for the following frequency distribution. Find the median from the obtained curve. So we have to draw the less than ogive curve, and we have also find the median from the curve itself. So we have the class intervals as 60 to 70, 70 to 80, 80 to 90, 100 to 110, 110 to 120, and 120 to 130, and the number of students are given as it is. So now we have to find the less than ogive curve. So we'll be finding the less than cumulative frequency. So how less than cumulative frequency is found? So first we'll take the frequency as it is, that is 2. Then we'll be adding this 2 to the next frequency, that is 2 plus 5, we'll get 7. Now this 7 we'll be adding this to next frequency, that is 12. 7 plus 12 equals to 19. Then 19 plus 31 will give us 50. Then 50 plus 39 will give us 89. 89 plus 10 will get 99, and 99 plus 4 will get 103. So these are the less than cumulative frequencies for the given class intervals. So now what we have to do, we have got 103 as a total of frequencies. If we total this also, we'll get 103 itself. So next, now what we'll be doing, n by 2. So 103 divided by 2, that will be 51.5. So 51.5 would be lying in this median class, 100 to 110. See, 50 is ending here, so 51.5 would lie in the next class interval, that is 100 to 110. So now, as we got the cumulative frequencies and we have the class intervals, now we can plot the graph. So how we'll be plotting the graph? This is the graph that we have to plot. So let us compare it. So here we have taken in the x-axis as upper boundaries, and in the y-axis we have taken less than cumulative frequencies. So we have written cumulative frequencies as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 up to 110. And in the upper boundaries we have taken it as 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130. So now what is n by 2? N by 2 is 51.5, right? 51.5. So it will lie around here, 51.5. So now we'll be drawing a horizontal. First we'll be plotting the cumulative frequencies, that is 7, 19, 50, 89. So now here you see, for the upper limit of 70, we have a cumulative frequency at 2. So for the upper limit of 70, we'll be plotting it as 2. For upper limit of 80, we have it as 7. So for 80, we have 7. So for 90, we have 19. For 90, we have 19. Right? So this is 7 should be here. 7 should be here. So this graph would be like this. Not like that. It will be like this. So this 100, it will be 50. So for 100, it is 50. For 120, it is 99. For 110, it is 89. And for 120, it is 99. And for 130, it is 103. 130, it is 103. So this is the end of the curve. So now what we got, n by 2. N by 2 is 51.5. So 51.5 lies here. So we'll be drawing a horizontal line, straight line, till it intersects this curve. So it intersects it at, so if we draw a vertical line, we'll get it as 101.168. 100.168, sorry, 100.168. So now if we want to cross verify, or it will be approximately equals to 100 itself. So now if we want to cross verify, we can solve it. See here, I have solved it also. So in the formula, if we substitute L equals to 100, n by 2 equals to 51.5, CF equals to 50, F equals to 89, and H equals to 10. So here L equals to 100. So we have taken 100 here, and n by 2 equals to 51.5. CF equals to 50, F equals to 89, and H equals to 10. Right? So now 51.5 minus 50 equals to 1.5. and it is divided by 89 and multiplied by 10. So 100 plus 1.5 divided by 89 is 0.0168. Then we will be multiplying it by 10. So we will be getting 0.168. The point moves 1 point here. So 0.168. So 100 plus 0.168 will be 100.168. And in the graph also, we got it around approx 100 or 100.168. So this is the way you plot the less than ogive curve. Next, we'll be looking at the greater than cumulative curve or the greater than ogive curve. So now we have given a problem of height of the pupils of a particular school are given, and we have to draw the greater than cumulative curve. We have to draw greater than cumulative curve, and we have to find the height from it. So now till now we have done the less than cumulative curves, less than frequencies. Now we have to find the greater than cumulative frequencies. So how would we do? So we have class intervals 90 to 100, 100 to 110, 110 to 120, 120 to 130, and we have the given frequencies. So now total of frequencies is 32. If we add all these frequencies, we'll get it as 32. So next what we'll be doing it is, we'll be taking this total in the first frequency itself, greater than, right? So greater than 90, or every frequency is greater than 90. So everything is here 32. Next we'll be subtracting 32 minus 5. 32 minus the first frequency, we'll get 27. 27 minus 2, we'll be getting 25. 25 minus 3, we'll getting 22. 22 minus 8, we'll be getting 14. 14 minus 6, we'll be getting 14 minus 8, we'll be getting 6. So this is the way you find the greater than cumulative frequencies. So greater than 90 will be 32, greater than 100 will be 27, greater than 110 would be 25, greater than 120 would be 22, greater than 130 would be 14, and greater than 140 would be 6. So now we have to plot this in the graph. So in the graph we can plot it as like this. So we'll take the lower boundaries on the x-axis, we'll take the cumulative frequencies on the y-axis. So the lower boundaries will start from 90, 100 and will go on to 140, and the cumulative frequencies will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and 35. So for the 90 we have 32. So 32 is plotted here. For 100 it is 27. So 27 is plotted here. For 110 it is plotted 22, right? For 110 22, right? 25, right? 25. And for 120 it is 22. For 130 it is 14, and for 140 it is 6. So this is the greater than cumulative curve. Now we have to find the median. So what is n by 2? N by 2 is 32 divided by 2, that is 16. So wait, this is 16 on the y-axis here, the 16 is here, and we'll draw a horizontal line and it will be intersecting here. So this is the median of this given table, or the median height. Okay, so what it is 125. 125. The median of the pupil is 125. Median equals to 125. So this was the chapter statistics, in which we covered 3 different methods to calculate mean, and we have covered mode, we have also covered median and the ogive curves. So now if we have two curves, that is less than cumulative frequency and greater than cumulative frequency curves, less than curve and greater than curve, and if we have to draw two curves, for an example, if we draw two curves, the point where they intersect, it is known as median. Okay, if it is the greater than cumulative curve, this is the less than will be like this. So less than cumulative curve, and the point at which they intersect, it is known as median. Everything would be same, we have to just plot the points and you have to find the median. So this was the chapter statistics. I hope you all understood it. Thank you for watching this video.